Reverend, with your indulgence, we have a film clip of you in action at Madison Square Garden. Do you mind if we show the folks how you operate in your delivery?
I'd love to see it.
It's a very exciting delivery. We'll show you now Reverend Ike delivering an appeal at Madison Square Garden.
To the thousands of you here in Madison Square Garden in New York City, and the millions who look in on television and who listen by radio, I want to talk to you from the subject, how to get what you want out of life now. How many of you would like to have success and prosperity right now? How many of you would like to have all of the goodness of life? All right, here's the way it's done. If you want to experience the goodness of life, you must believe in the nowness of life. You must get rid of that pie in the sky, by and by when you die attitude. You must get rid even of that someday attitude. I've been hearing people sing that song, I'll be all right someday. But that's not good enough, because when is someday? Now, I've never heard...
That was you, Reverend Knight. You recognized that person, didn't you?
Yes, from Madison Square Garden. That was my very first television program that I did from Madison Square Garden.
You seem to have a lot of poise, and you could be a very successful television performer.
I am.
Very well. You make a promise on that little thing which we just heard about success and prosperity right now. Now, isn't that holding out a little bit too much for the people to expect success and prosperity right now?
Well, if people's
As if
minds...
you can give to them by joining Reverend Ike that you'll be successful.
No, this isn't what I say. I don't say join Reverend Ike.
Well...
I say believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Believe in the power and the presence of God within you. And if people can be conditioned to failure, which a lot of people are, they can be conditioned to success. And as a matter of fact, I'm proving this in my ministry, because here again, my ministry may be described as a process whereby people are conditioned and reconditioned for health, happiness, love, success, prosperity, and money. And I'm in the business of positively conditioning people's minds for success. And I make no apology for saying to people, look, if you believe in yourself positively and correctly, you can be what you want to be. You can do what you want to do, and you can have what you want to have.
How do you do that?
By first of all believing that I have it within myself. God dwells in me, whatever you want to call God, whatever divinity is, this is within me. And if I open my mind, first of all, to the idea of success, I will be motivated and I will be led to do those things which will make me successful. I will be led to, for example, prepare myself educationally and otherwise to be what I want to be and to do what I want to do.
Do you urge people to strive for education, to improve their minds, to open their minds for improvement of the physical body and to improve their wherewithal in our society?
Absolutely, but it must begin with the person opening his mind to the possibility of success, to the possibility of happiness. I've discovered that so many people's minds are closed to the possibility of success, to the possibility of happiness. And so the first thing that you have to do is get that person's mind open, so that he accepts the idea that I can be successful, I can be happy, I can be loving and beloved. And it is the nature of the mind to draw unto itself and to draw into the person's experience that which it is open to. And this causes the person to be motivated to cooperate with the positive ideas that comes to him from the ideas that he opens his mind to.
What about education now? Do you do anything in the field of education? Do you sponsor any schools or any classes or anything in that department?
Our church in New York, for example, is a school. This is why we call it, and its corporate name is United Church Science of Living Institute, because we teach people the science of living, the art of living. We teach people how to live correctly and positively, how to live a happy and successful life. We are not, by the way, as many churches do, we do not prepare people to die. We prepare people to live. For example, at the Science of Living Institute in New York, we teach a course even in the business of living, which teaches people how to handle their personal finances to their best advantage. We teach self-motivation courses. We even teach kids how to get jobs making television commercials. I remember one young boy who's at the church. When he was 9 years old, he wrote me a letter and said, "Dear Reverend Ike, I want to be able to make television commercials so that I can buy myself some clothes and buy my mother a new house." And he went for an interview for a television commercial, and he got the job. And just the other day, bought his mother a brand new house in Teaneck, New Jersey. And very beautiful young fellow who is now 12 years of age. And we have a lot of kids at our church who are doing television commercials and making a lot of money. And a lot of people we encourage to open their own businesses. Here in Chicago and in different places we go all over the country, people come to me in our fellowship meetings and say to me, "Reverend Ike, I was out of a job when I first started writing to you and getting your success ideas. Now I've opened my own business." We educate also through the mail. We have correspondence courses in what I call success ideas, teaching people that they can be and do and have if they open their minds to it and if they're willing to work. You see, I believe in work. I don't believe that society owes it to anybody to just give them handouts and encourage them to be nothing, do nothing, and have nothing.
Let's pause here for just a moment, Reverend, for a message, and we'll be right back.